Hello everyone, how are you? I'm Luciana, this is my YouTube channel 24 horses per second, and today we're finishing the materials for this anime tea 3D scene. First, we're gonna make the cake material. I'm gonna use the whipped cream material and make it a single user. Now in edit mode, we're gonna assign the cream material to the middle faces. You can apply the displacement modifier before doing this. In case you didn't watch the modeling video and you have just a rectangle without all these subdivisions, what I did was making two loop cuts where I wanted the middle cream to be in. And then I subdivided. I also sculpted the cake to make it look less perfect. So now I'm gonna select the faces where I want to apply the cream material. And click Assigned. I didn't like the way the side of the cake looked, so I made two materials to paint the cake like it has a bit of shadow in that side. In this case, it was easier to just paint the side with a slightly different color than to manipulate the lights to get that result. A quick recap, these are the faces we assigned to the cake material: the cream, the shadow on the side, and the cream on the side that acts like a shadow as well. Now let's make the materials. And now for the plate, again I'm gonna use the whipped cream material and make it a single user. You could change this color to get a more notorious shadow. Here's the difference with and without the Solidify modifier. Now with Alt you could select an edge loop and move it on the Z axis to get a different result. In the plate we have an ugly shadow, but don't worry because that's gonna disappear once we make the cap material. I'm gonna assign the faces where I want that blue color, and if you assign it and nothing happens, or if your shadows get messed up like this, it's because you selected the wrong faces. So deselect or undo what we just did and make sure you select the faces on top, not on the bottom of the plate. See that in X-ray mode we can see two faces. In this case, don't use X-ray mode to make the selection, and we're gonna select a whole loop with Alt. And it's not that notorious, but it's there. We've selected, see? And assign that blue color. And here it is. Again, this weird blue color we got on the side is gonna disappear when we make the cap material. I made some changes in the geometry of the plate. This is optional, by the way. And here's where that weird thing going on the plate material disappears. And here we have our beautiful outline. And if you don't have an outline in this part of the cup, you just have to select that edge loop with Alt and scale it. And there you have it. Again, let's assign where we want our blue border. And in this case, we do want to use X-ray mode to select both the front and the back faces. And if your cup doesn't look right, maybe you can try going to normals and choosing flip, recalculate outside, or recalculate inside. You can try any of these options. And if you have a problem with the side of the blue border, you can try moving the color ramp connected to the layer weight node. For the T, let's make a circle. F to fill it, I for insert a face, I again, and S to scale and 0. And here we have our materials and lighting finished. In the next video, we'll animate the tea using the mapping node and we'll be making the steam and rendering the scene, but that will happen after Christmas, so happy holidays and see you next week. Bye!